Alright, what's up guys? There's my pedestal for my washer dryer. I got my vent in, it's right there. And yeah, I ended up just going like that, putting that little 45 on there, them 245s. It's nice and sealed up on the roof. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, this house had one, and then it had another roof right here, too. And that's the roof now. It's a friggin' abortion. But whatever. Alright, so you guys have seen everything else. But there's my pedestal. What I'm going to end up doing with this is putting down like some of that nice plywood. It's like oak or whatever finish. And so I'll drywall up to that. And then I'll just put a piece of trim around the whole side of it. Around the front of it right here. I'll drywall this and this, and then I'll just put that oak on top, and then I'll just put a piece of trim around the front and the side, and that'll be that. So yeah, this 3/4 is gonna be the feed for the dryer. It's off of there because I'm gonna put this in masonite in this little thing, but the dryer is going to sit right here, and then I can just put a little piece of flex right up to here, and it fits perfectly. There's my clean out. I'll show you that, and I'll show you where my panel's gone. I did get that outside outlet in. It's right there, nice and clean. So yep, let me show you where that's going. Oh yeah, I got some stuff coming here too. Oh, really? Yeah. Anyway, want a pantry door, anybody? She didn't want that door there, so it's coming out. I am also going to... so I took out the ceiling because the furnace is going to... Yeah, here's the clean out for my dryer vent. Right there, boom. Up and down, you can just shove a shop vac up in there. And they also have like these little flexible deals. But the bottom of that vent's actually right there because the pedestal, so I can clean that out really well. Furnace is going to go right there. I have plenty of room. But what I'm going to do here is I'm going to lose this joist right here. So I'll have to sister it into these joists and double up these joists right here. And then they'll have what they need to put that in. And then I'll also take more of this out just so it's nice and easy for them. And my panel, I've decided, yeah, look what I found. Nice little buried junction box right there. So that's gonna not be there anymore. But just look at the craftsmanship of these hacks. I mean, everything they touched is just, I mean, who would do that? Anyway, so my panel, the door is gonna go right here. So there's going to be a hall door right there. And so this is just going to be a flat wall. And my panel's actually going to go right about here. Right about there. So, yeah, that's what's going on with that. Got most of the messy stuff done. You know, all that drywall's a friggin' mess. So, got most of that done. I'm actually going back to Chicago at like 4 in the morning. I've got to do some business. And, yeah, here, look at this. I've got to do some business, and then I'm coming right back. I'm going to come back for about 3 more weeks. There's a lot I still have to do to get ready for, these HVAC guys. Oh yeah, grass is coming in, man. It is coming in. There's I mean, this camera doesn't do it justice, but there's grass everywhere. It's just not as thick in some places. Like, this is better, but it's still definitely growing over there. When you walk up to it, it's there. So I'm going to give this a nice soak, and I've got my neighbor kid that's going to come water it when I'm gone, just to make sure. It was like 90s, almost 100 every day after I planted that for a week and a half. That's like the worst time to plant it. But it came in, and now it's so nice right now. It's like in the 80s, 70, 6 or something. I don't know. It's got a nice breeze. It's really nice around here right now. But let me show you what I still have to do. So these are just stubbed in. All those lines. I have to tie those into my new panel. So I have to crawl underneath and tie them up in underneath into where my new panel's going. I have to do the same thing to that 3/4 that feeds the garage. I still have to tie all that stuff in. I still have to run a gas line from there to my mechanical room, and then from my mechanical room to where the stove is. So I still have to do that. And then I still have to finish trenching from here to my shop. But that could be a little 3-hour rental, because I'm positive I could get that done. Because I still have to tie in these 2 1-inchers. There's the 3/4 coming up, and there's a 1-inch and a 1-inch right next to it under that dirt. And then after I 90 that other one up, I can and get these going to the shop, I can fill this in, and I'm going to let it settle. I don't think I'm going to get that wood boiler this, you know, like right away when I come back. I think I'm going to wait till this settles. I pour a pad, because I'm actually going to build like a little building here. I'm going to pour a nice pad, and what I'm going to do is have it where I can have a pallet load of wood and just, you know, drive it right into there. It'll be open faced, and then the boiler will be coming out of it. That way I'm not out here in a friggin' rain, nasty, cold sleet storm stoking this thing. So yeah, but temporarily it'll just run off the propane, because I will have 2 units in there. You know, it'll have a propane and a, you know, for the hot or for the boiler. So that's about it with that. The list never ends. But you can see this grass is coming in good. I actually had to go over part of it. That bulldozer got into there. That was already grass before I came. Look how good that shit looks. But anyway, it is coming in, and I'm happy about that. Like, see, like some areas were just, I mean, like that doesn't look, but if you look, I mean, there's friggin' grass in there. It's coming. It's just that spot doesn't get as much shade, I guess, or something. I don't know, but it is coming in. And then this area too, yeah, I still got to get to there, because I wanted to make sure I have grade, and I do, but I still have to get in there and plant a little bit. I just hadn't tied these in yet or anything, these that PVC. So that's what's going on. I've been down here since the 18th of June. It's the end of July, so 6 weeks. And I'm going home for about 2-3 days. I got to do some banking, a couple bids, get that out, and just, you know, do some business back there. And then I'm coming back. My birthday is friggin' Wednesday. Today is Sunday, or Saturday. We're leaving at like 4 in the morning, Sunday. And I want to be back here. I want to leave Wednesday at the latest to get back here. Oh yeah, the burn pile. It burned everything. It burned it right down to nothing. You know, I just went back in there, and I didn't think that green stuff would burn, but it got hot enough, and it burned it, man. I'm not walking all the way over there. So there are still a couple coals there, but I got the neighbor that's going to water the grass. Just kind of keep an eye on it. There's nothing left. It's just ashes now. It burned every single bit of that. What I did was next morning I got all the shit that was on the edges and put it by a hot spot, and then I went through there with a pitchfork and just kind of turned stuff up so those coals could get air and keep burning. But 90% of that's out. Kind of glad about it, but let me zoom back out. I'm sorry. Sorry if you had a zoomed in spot of my face. Anyway, so oh yeah, she left the friggin' hose in the pool. She was filling it up a little bit for about 5 hours. I was doing other stuff, and I went out there. I said, "Did you leave the hose on?" Sure enough, and it washed something out over there. I am going to take a suggestion from one of my viewers. I forget who it was, but it was a great suggestion. That round bale that fell apart, I'm going to put at the end of that garden. And if I already said this, guys, bear with me. I don't know. I'm going to put it at the end of that garden right there. Ooh, sausage finger. So I don't have, you know, so that doesn't wash out also. And then, so I have stuff with my pastures I've got to get done too. I'm gonna kill off the weeds, and then because we're not getting a second cutting. I mean, it would have to rain for a long time for us to get a second cutting. We've had a little under half an inch in the last 6 weeks. Sometimes you get one cutting down here, but it is what it is. So anyway, but all that USDA stuff, I'm not sure if I'm going to do it USDA or I'm just going to do it. Their program, basically, they pay up to 75. They're going to pay 75% of, you know, seeding and adding my nutrients and all that stuff for the first year. But then you have to continue to do that for the 4 more years, and you can't do anything else with your land except what you designate it for, and that would be pasture land. I may want to go with like some alfalfa or something too, because this one cutting, I mean, all the alfalfa guys, they've got 3 cuttings now, and you know, on this minimal acreage, I would like to have that. So more will be revealed as far as that goes. I haven't totally made a decision yet, but anyway, that's kind of just an update of what's going on, and comment, rate, and subscribe if you want to.